What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here, and I have a confession to make. I used to be an r/nice guy. Trademarked, of course. And you're probably wondering, Ferocity, what is a nice guy? What is an r/nice guy? Well, on Reddit, they have a subreddit called NiceGuys. Now, it's not a place where a bunch of nice old gentlemen get together and talk about the nice things they've done. No, it's a subreddit where women post things that men say to them. And normally, these men claim to be nice guys. Oh, all women go for assholes, and why don't any women go for the nice guys? And that used to be a mentality I had. Oh boy, was it ever. And let me tell you, I was also one of those guys a couple times that when I got rejected, I did not handle it well. You're such a bitch. And whine all day long. And then vent to my friends and be like, women don't like the nice guys. Women only go for the assholes. Why is this? Oh, all women are bitches. The mentality I used to have in my late teens, early 20s was extremely toxic. And I'm very glad I've grown out of it and kind of seen the light and been like, holy crap, no wonder I didn't have a girlfriend for my early 20s. I look at my late 20s self, still single, and I'm like, I'm paying the dues for that right now. And it wasn't by any means that I was mean to women. It was just, I would say some pretty stupid shit that I'm not proud of now. And I look back and I'm like, oh boy, if I could do anything, it would be to go back in time, slap my former self, kick the shit out of him and say, treat women better. You quote unquote nice guy that you claim to be. Weird that women don't want to date you. The person that is uneducated doesn't want to get educated. The person that doesn't want to work, the person that doesn't want to approach women, the person that doesn't know how to dress, doesn't know how to just do basic hygiene. I mean, you'd shower and stuff, but you could try a little bit harder. That's all you have to do. Keep up with trends. Look presentable. Don't go to the bar wearing a DC shirt. What are you doing? Next thing you're going to go with is one of those silk dragon shirts and think it's okay? Oh god, you did that too, didn't you? Ugh. But it's a button-up. Yeah, it looks terrible. How old are you? 12? I hate Facebook for that one reason. I look back at that time in my life, and what a terrible time. But I'm glad I grew out of it. I'm glad that I am a different person now. I'm glad that I can, handle rejection, because the world is full of it. And what, I'm just gonna get rejected from a job and be like, you're an asshole. Fuck you. And just say all these things. You don't want the qualified ones. You only go for the people who are gonna quit on you, and I would never quit on you. What a terrible mentality to have. And this is a message to nice guys out there that think that women don't want to date you because you're nice. No, women don't want to date you because you have a shitty personality, most likely. Because most people with good personalities can at least talk to women, can at least get with women, can at least have some validation from women. Maybe look at yourself before you project onto others, right? Look at yourself and what your flaws are before you say that everybody else is flawed. Because chances are, you're flawed. That's just the way it goes. That's the way that the cookie crumbles, as they say. There's a lot of flawed people out there. Actually, pretty much everyone is flawed. So, you're probably flawed as well. You're not this perfect human being. So how did I learn that I was a nice guy? How did I get out of that? It took some time, for sure. Probably when I was 22 or 23. Really woke up to the fact that I wasn't in any interactions with women that were at all meant to go anywhere. And I befriended women for transactional reasons. Wasn't because I actually wanted to be their friend. It was because I thought being nice to them would lead to other things. And once I had started to just have actual friends who were girls, in long-term relationships or whatnot, it was like, holy crap, this is fine. I'm not looking at you for anything other than friendship. And that's when I started to look back and be like, oh my god, I'm an asshole. I'm the problem. It's nobody else but myself. And started having that conversation with myself and started to look back and just really had one of those epiphanies where I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? And even now I look at it, I'm like, I can't believe I used to wear the clothes I used to wear. And I can't believe I would go to the bar looking like that. I can't believe that I wore sports hats to the bar. Not, trendy sports hat, not a baseball hat. No. I'm talking about flex fit hats that were super curved because apparently I thought that looked good. And then I thought back to the times at the bar where I left unhappy because I didn't get a girl's number. but I didn't approach any of them in the first place. So when you go 0 for 0, did you really strike out? No, you just sat on the bench and complained about everything. Oh, the umpire really sucks today. Huh, have you been up to bat? Would you know the umpire really sucks today? No, you don't, eh? Oh, weird. Well, the pitcher really sucks. Yeah, how would you know? You haven't seen a pitch by him yet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable I used to be that way. But I'm glad I'm not. And a lot of self-reflection led to that, and understanding that I used to be was also really, really bad epiphany as well. Because, like, you kind of change your line of thinking, and then you go back and think about how you used to think, and you're like, oh my god. And sometimes I read posts on Reddit, I'm like, I've done things similar to this, and I am not proud of it. And honestly, I'd love to go back in time, or even go back now, have some of those girls' numbers, and be like, I'm so sorry I was such a prick, and thank you for never talking to me again. Because that would have been a mistake for both you and me, because I would never have grown or gotten better, and you would have been with an absolute asshole who was very narcissistic and only thought about himself. And you don't deserve that. That would have been, like, similar to what I would have probably said now. I don't know. Like, this mindset that you're entitled just because you're nice, like, that isn't a character, like, that's a character trait. That's something that you should have, that everybody should have. It's called basic human decency. And you have to build upon that. Have hobbies, have things you're passionate about, have things that you can talk about. You know, invest in yourself a little bit. You know, focus on your personal hygiene. Focus on the things that you wear and things that look good on you and things that you find stylish, and find that. I never had a fedora though. Thank God I never had a fedora. But get rid of the fedora. Trade it in for a backwards hat maybe, or trade it in for a nice fitted or a nice hat that works and can be fashionable, or trade it in for a nice haircut. That'll do wonders for you, and some nice putty to style it. All these things work wonders. And go out and approach people. Talk to people of the opposite sex, and don't look at that as a transactionary purposes. Look at it as a conversation, the same way that you do with guys. Everything does not need to be, you know, input for output. Things can just be input for personal gain and growth, which would then be the output. But if you're not focused on sex all the time, then the output can be for personal gain and growth. And honestly, this is my olive branch to people who are nice guys, although you probably won't be watching this video. Please stop it. 1, women don't deserve it. And number 2, you deserve better for yourself. You deserve to understand that you are flawed and that you do have things that you need to work on. And it's better to realize that now than later on in life when your entire life has passed you by. So whether you're 15, 20, 25, even 30, just separate yourself from some of that anger and understand that you are part of the problem. And once you realize that, and you can make changes to adjust and focus on your end goal, which is probably wholesome. You probably want to get married, you want to have kids. That's a wholesome goal. That's nice to hear. But you're going about it all wrong. Not every woman that you approach is going to be into you, the same way that a lot of women that approach you, you're not going to be into. And you have to learn how to both receive rejection and give rejection in polite ways and understanding and mature ways. Because there's definitely ways to not handle rejection. There's definitely ways to not give out rejection. So that's my piece today. That's my piece of advice. That is my confession. I thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.